Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Sticka-Conrad and I'm your professor for AE 295, Ethics of Law and Society, this June and July of 2017. Welcome, and I hope that your summer is treating you well so far. So let me tell you a little bit about this course, and then we'll get down to some of the housekeeping items and nuts and bolts of it. So just to make sure that you know, this course is a 6-week course. So it crams an entire semester of learning into 6 weeks. So what are the dates? So it starts today, Tuesday, May 30th, and it goes all the way until Saturday, July 8th. Okay, so generally speaking, the weeks for this course run from Sunday to Saturday, except for this week, which obviously it starts on a Tuesday and it ends on a Saturday. So how is this course structured? This course is structured in learning units. We will be covering several chapters in each learning unit, okay? So anyway, so the reason I mention that is that there are assignments due every week. Each week stands alone. So the due dates on the syllabus are the due dates on the syllabus, okay? So I cannot accept late assignments. I need you to know that because this course is so short. Okay, so generally speaking, when we have discussion boards, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute or two, you are required to do at least 2 initial posts responding to me by Wednesday of every week. This week being the exception, I'll push it to Thursday, but for this week only rather. And then after that, you have until Saturday to complete the rest of your response posts to each other. Okay, so that's an example of how each week stands alone. Okay, so what this course is all about. So this course, if any of you, and I know at least 1 or 2 of you have taken a business ethics course from me, this is a little bit different. The only thing that is similar about this is that the schools of thought, the basis or the foundation for the theory of which we talk about in this course is the same. Other than that, we go in a completely different direction. Okay, so some of the things that we'll be talking about. Issues that most other classes will sort of run away from and not touch. We go into here. So euthanasia, abortion, sex issues, gender equality, things like that, feminism, equality in the workplace, discrimination issues, economic justice, theories of criminal punishment, environmental issues, animal rights, genetic engineering, stem cell research, violence, terrorism, war, globalism issues, all of that we cover in a span of 6 weeks. So I hope that that you will find this interesting and engaging as well. Okay, so lots to talk about, lots to discuss. So what do we do with those issues? We basically talk about how the law and and ethics, the schools of thought within ethics, either intersect or really don't agree. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and that's what basically this course is about, and why that happens. You know, with respect to each of the issues that I just very briefly mentioned. Okay, so you do need to read. There is no substitute for that. So I do have presentation slides, like PowerPoint slides for you to follow. But you do have to read. There's no way I can cover on these slides what this book does, because we'd be here forever. So, so what are the books? So one of them is by Barbara McKinnon, and it looks like this. Okay. And the other one is called How Good People Make Tough Choices by Rushworth Kidder. I love this book, and it's a really good primer on a lot of the schools of thought. It really sort of boils it down, and I think it gives some great examples. And I don't have you read the entire book for this one, but what I do have you read is good stuff. Everything else you can sort of fill in on your own time. Okay, so you can get that through the bookstore or through Amazon or whatever, but the actual books are on the syllabus themselves. So, speaking of the syllabus is on the information tab to the left of your screen after you watch this video, which is also in the information tab. Look below, and it'll show you a document, and that syllabus tells you everything you need to know for this course, and it takes the place of me standing in front of you in a classroom, obviously. Okay, what's on the syllabus? It tells you everything that I expect, due dates and all the rest of it. It also tells you what's in the course. So the discussion board, which I just briefly spoke about, all of your initial posts are due, at least 2 or 3 by Wednesday of every week, and the rest by Saturday of every week. Quizzes every week. There's a short paper and a journal entry as well. Okay. Again, no late assignments. Again, because of the duration of the course, I wouldn't be able to keep up, and neither would you. It would be very confusing. The other thing is that it's not fair to the people that got everything in on time. So you really need to make sure that you watch the dates. If there's any question, you call me, you text me, or you email me, okay? So how do I approach this? Again, there are presentations in every learning unit. You do have to read. There are quizzes, there are discussion boards every week, okay? I encourage you to get as involved as you can. The path of least resistance and taking the low road, as people might say, doesn't cut it in this class. You want to get a good grade, you've got to work for it, okay? Having said that, I think it's going to be really easy for you to get involved. There's a lot to talk about. It's a lot of fun. And plus, you know, I do a lot of movies and things like that for you to watch in addition, which I think really does a good job to solidify some of the points, and it, you know, again, it drives a lot of what I'm trying to get across to you home. So again, a lot to do. You know, what I ask in terms of discussion board posts and whatnot really is not a lot, and I think most people find that they want to do more than what I ask because they just get that involved, and I think it's kind of a cool thing. So anyway, guys, let's have fun. Let's make this a really good 6 weeks. I'm sure it will be. I have no doubt. So a little bit about my background. Really quickly, I am an attorney. Haven't practiced in quite a while. I've done a lot of things in corporate life in many different industries, but I have been in higher education for over 12 years and doing everything from bachelor's all the way up through master's level. Usually I'm on campus, but about 3 years ago, my husband and I welcomed a baby girl, so I've been doing a lot of online. So anyway, thrilled to have you here. I love this format. I get to know all of you pretty well, and I hope you get to know me as well, in addition to that. To that end, the very last point I want to make. So the video that I'm making that you're watching right now, I'd like you to do the same, a much shorter version, obviously. Tell me who you are, where you're from, where you go to school, what you want to get out of this class. That's really important to me because I like to individualize the class or the course every time that I teach it, okay? Anyway, I'm really glad to be here. I hope you are too, and I hope this is a lot of fun and that you get a lot out of it, and I look forward to working with you. All right, guys, let's go.